Hello and welcome back to another video, and today I actually have a special video for you guys. I'm going to be showing you guys my secret spice for this format. I'm going to be showing you guys Dragoon Turbo. So this is a deck that I actually invented, and it used to be completely all over the place, but this is what I narrowed it down to. It's a going first deck that is basically focused on getting out Dragoon as fast as possible, then supporting it with trap cards so your opponent cannot break through it. This deck is actually insane, and I think it's a really, really good deck. So before we get into the video, be sure to smash the like button, comment down below, and of course subscribe to the channel. At 500 subscribers, we are going to start doing videos with the face camera, so keep that in mind if you guys want to see my amazing face in all of the videos. And that is basically it. Let's get right into the video. So basically, the whole point of the deck is to either get 2 Red Eyes Fusion to the hand, or to get 2 monsters for Verte Anaconda. So how this is going to work is that we have a bunch of 1 card, 2 built out monsters. So like Neospace Connector brings out another monster, then you have 2. Sublimation Knight brings out another monster, then you have 2. I'm running like Junk Forward because it gives you a body before if they ash your connector or sublimation or something, I don't know. And yeah, so to get the Red Eyes Fusion in your hand, if you don't hard draw it, you can also search it with Red Eyes Insight and stuff like that. But we'll get into all that later. Let's get right into the deck profile. So first off, you're running double Junk Forward. Junk Forward is a free body for if before you summon stuff, if they ash your stuff, Junk Forward is an amazing card to recover from that position. If they ash your connector, then you're stuck, but Junk Forward fixes that for you. Next up, we have triple Neospace Connector and the 1 Aqua Dolphin. Connector is one of the best cards in the deck. It instantly, when it's summoned, brings out your Aqua Dolphin. And then Aqua Dolphin on summon can actually pitch a card, and then you get to look at your opponent's hand. And yeah, it's just amazing knowledge. You get to loop a card out. Sometimes it's even really good in time. And triple Connector. Connector is just amazing. Dolphin is amazing. These 2 cards are very, very good in this deck, especially because, 2 effect monsters, that's all you need for Anaconda. And it brings out immediately with 1 card 2 effect monsters, and that is what we are looking for. Next up, we have basically the same thing. We have the triple Sublimation Knight and the 1 Squeak Knight. Sublimation Knight does the same thing as Connector. It basically equips your Squeak Knight directly from the deck to itself, and then basically Squeak Knight has an effect where if it's equipped, you can special summon it, and then that gives you 2 effect monsters. Once again, I feel like it's less good than Connector because, of course, it doesn't have Aqua Dolphin's effect, but they do have higher attack, and not to mention the fact that it is still 2 effect monsters, giving you a free Verte Anaconda. Now, you may be wondering why I'm not running Isolde with all these cards. I just don't think Isolde is necessary. You're not running a warrior deck. You're not playing a warrior deck no matter how like this 10 card package looks. You don't need it. So yeah, we have 10 warrior cards over here. 10. Another option to play instead of Upstart is actually Reinforcements of the Army, which I'll put in really fast over here because I think that's just a bit better and I forgot to put that in. But yeah, so here we go. And then so onto, of course, some less good cards are bricks, but at the same time they are not really bricks. We have triple Red Eyes Black Dragon along with a double Dark Magician. Triple Red Eyes because you need to send it with Insight, and we are running 3 Red Eyes Fusion. So these 2 require you to run 3 Red Eyes basically because you're going to be constantly burning through it. And we have some trap cards that support Red Eyes, so we are running triple Red Eyes Black Dragon, and it's amazing. I would not run less than 3. I feel like 3 is the perfect number in the deck. We have double Dark Magician because we do want to be able to bring out at least 2 Dragoon, so having the extra Dark Magician comes in very, very handy for follow-up plays and next turn plays. So you have triple Red Eyes Black Dragon, double Dark Magician. That is it for the monster lineup. We are running 15 monsters onto the spawn trap. So 1 Rhoda, we are running a bunch of warriors, as you can see. This is actually 10 different warriors, so 10 Rhoda targets. Obviously, you're going to be searching Connector or Sublimation Knight, and even sometimes Junk Forward, but you never want to search your Aqua Dolphin or your Squeak Knight. Yeah, so Reinforcement of the Army, very, very good card and a mandatory card in the deck. Next up, we have triple Red Eyes Fusion. You search it, you hard draw it, you send with Anaconda. Anything less than 3 in this specific version is garbage. You want to run 3 Red Eyes Fusion because this is, after all, Dragoon Turbo, and this is the Red Eyes Fusion spell, and this is what gets you Dragoon. So yeah, triple Red Eyes Fusion, and then to search the Red Eyes Fusion, we have triple Red Eyes Insight. Because you're running Insight and Fusion, you are required to run the triple Red Eyes Black Dragon, and basically what Insight does is that you can send 1 Red Eyes monster from your hand or deck to the graveyard, and add a Red Eyes spell or trap from your deck to your hand. So basically you activate Insight and send a Red Eyes Black Dragon from your deck or hand, and then you grab the Red Eyes Fusion, giving you a free Dragoon on the spot. Be sure not to summon before you do this because obviously Red Eyes Fusion does have a restriction, but do remember that you can still set the turn. You can't normal summon or special summon, but you can still set, so keep that in mind. But yeah, so we are running triple red eyes fusion, triple red eyes insight, and that is it for our spells and traps. 7 spells. Onto the trap cards, we have a very powerful trap lineup. We're gonna start off with the run red eyes thing with chain. This is a red eyes trap card actually, and you equip it to a red eyes monster, and it allows it to attack up to 2 times during the battle phase, which is pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, it helped me OTK a lot in the past, but it also has I can't speak. It also has a really cool effect where basically you can send it to the graveyard, then target an effect monster on the field, equip it, and then while that monster is equipped to it, basically it remains at its original attack and defense. So this helps you out access code, because access code boosts itself by the attack points. This helps you out actually a lot more cards than you think, because you don't actually notice it, but cards boost themselves quite a bit in Yu-Gi-Oh! So yeah, just one red eyes thing with chain. Of course, it is searchable once again with the red eyes insight. As you can see, a red eyes flower chap, that's red eyes fingers chain. You're good to go. Next up, we have double red eyes spirit. This card is a trap trick target, and it actually revives a red eyes monster in your graveyard. Reviving red eyes doesn't sound like the best thing, but at the same time, it does help you push for game. And guess what? Guess what else is a red eyes monster? Let's look right here. Red eyes. Dark Dragoon, exactly. So you can actually equip both the Fang with Chain and the Spirit to your Dragoon. That's why it's such a powerful combo. That is it for our red eyes traps. Now we go on to our generic traps. We have triple compulsory evacuation device. This is one of the most slept on traps in the current metagame. The ability to bounce card to your opponent's hand is just so powerful, and it sends them back, especially if you time it in the middle of their combo. Sometimes they just have to pass. Not to mention that in battle phase, this card can save you from getting OTK'd, and that is a very valuable asset to have. Next up, you have Triple Crackdown, also one of the best trap cards. There are some really good trap cards right now. Crackdown allows you to steal an opponent's monster, and of course, if you time it again in their opponent's combo, you can just end their turn on the spot. You can also grab their biggest monster, and then they can't attack over it. And also, if you really want, you can grab a combo piece for your second monster, link it off, make Verte, and then go into Dragoon. So Crackdown is a very good card, and a mandatory 3 of in this Red Eyes Dragoon Turbo variant. Next up, we have Triple Ice Dragon's Prison. Ice Dragon's Prison is an amazing out to Dragoon, but not only Dragoon, also a lot of other really problematic cards. Ice Dragon's Prison allows you to revive a monster from your opponent's graveyard, and then you can banish that monster and any monster of the same type from the field. You can also choose to keep the monster, which is also really cool if you need another monster to make Anaconda. This card is very good, and of course, I love this card. Definitely another mandatory 3 of. We have probably the best Solemn card in my opinion. We have Triple Solemn Strike. Strike is better than Judgment in my opinion because it can negate monster effects. A lot of people forget that Judgment cannot actually negate monster effects. It just negates spells, traps, and summons. No monster effects. This negates special summons and, of course, monster effects. And usually you will be paying less life points than you would for Judgment. So that's why I'm running triple Strike. I think Strike is definitely the best one by far. Finally, we have triple Trap Trick with all of our normal traps being the Red Eye Spirit, Compulse, and Prison. We have 3 different targets for Trap Trick, and that makes Trap Trick a very good card in the deck. Of course, that is basically... Oh, and Trap Trick can't get hit by any hand trap whatsoever, so that's a really good thing. Some other cards that you might consider running for your traps, I would kind of recommend double Storming Mirror Force. That might sound weird, I know Mirror Force sucks, but Storming Mirror Force, it returns all attack position monsters to your opponent's hand, and this is actually probably the best Mirror Force card, and I find it does catch your opponent a lot off card. I opted not to run it because I wanted to keep it as a 40 card deck, but feel free to if you want and make your edit to your decisions. For our extra deck, we have Triple Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. Dragoon obviously is, in my opinion, the best boss monster of all time. This card is a pop, it burns in time, it's a negate, it gains attack, it does everything. It can't be disturbed by battle, it can't be disturbed by battle, it can't be disturbed by card effects, can't be targeted, it's a towers, it's just such a good card that I definitely think that's why this deck is so good. Dragoon Turbo is only a good deck because Dragoon is a good card. Without Dragoon, this deck absolutely is straight garbage. So yeah, triple Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. Very good card. Mandatory 3 of, because sometimes you will actually be summoning, well, no, you will only be summoning 2 max. But yeah, it's still really nice to have. Next up, we have our Access Code Talker. Access Code Talker is an amazing form of popping your opponent's cards. Amazing outs. We have the Broil Dragon as a spice. It's amazing against Altergeist. Not to mention the fact that it steals an opponent's cards, and a lot of people forgot about this card. I still think it's amazing. We have the One Broil Sword for the easy OTKs. Very good card. our Nightmare package, the one Cerberus, the one Phoenix, and the one Unicorn. Also, some very, very good generic staples. And I love these cards, and that's why I'm running one of each. And then we have the one Blink Rebo, which you're barely ever going to be making unless you are on a Squeak Knight. But yeah, it's good against dinos. You can make it with your Lost World token. It's absolutely busted. We have the one Avermax, a very, very good card. It is kind of hard to make in this deck, though, which is not the best, but still I recommend running it. Triple Verte Anaconda, because you want to have as many copies of this card as possible. So yeah, we have triple Verte. Verte is amazing. Sometimes you will, like, your opponent will banish it with like Lifeless Agim. I don't know what. You just want to max out on Dragoon and Verte. Those are the two most important cards in the extra deck by far. The rest of the cards you barely ever go into, but these two cards I can't emphasize enough. They are the best cards. Next up, we have the one Relinquish Anima. Most people will not play around this card, so it's actually really surprising and a really good card. And that is it for the extra deck. For side deck options, you guys can run Lightning Storm, Evenly Matched, Cosmic Cyclone, any of those cool cards. But yeah, that is basically it for the deck profile. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did, be sure to smash the like button, comment down below what you guys thought of the deck. And if you guys have any deck requests or videos in general, be sure to join my Discord server where you guys can actually talk to me actively. We have a very cool community over there, along with a video request section where you guys can ask me to make a video for you guys, basically. Not to mention the fact that I'm can't speak. I'm always happy to help with your decks and your ideas. And yeah, that is basically it for the video. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Subscribe, face camera videos at 500 subscribers, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. All right, guys. Peace.